The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of IBEW Local 369 Louisville Football Friday starts now.
Happy Saturday and welcome again to Louisville Male High School. It is JCPS High School football on a Saturday. Chris LeBar back here along with Dion Reese, our great Glycod crew. We will have this game in progress. It'll be 4th down and 11 when we resume as Ballard leads 3-0 late in the first quarter after that interesting weather evening last night.
Very interesting. It's like, we had a football game going and then out of nowhere, it's like a torrential downpour. So we're back again today and looking for a great football game between these two programs.
Weather is much more comfortable, much more manageable here this late afternoon, and for this male team trying to answer an early Ballard field goal.
Oh, no doubt about it. Again, like you said, much better weather. We've got a nice breeze out here, no crazy, dark, stormy clouds, and Ballard has some nice momentum going yesterday, so it'll be interesting to see if they can continue that through tonight's game.
Lone points occurring about the 5-minute mark of the first quarter after a 7-minute drive. The field goal of 28 yards in from the freshman Colton Abbott. And Male with their answer. We saw Max Gainey, a couple of nice runs, as well as Antonio Gates, Shemai Gates, I beg your pardon, to move the ball down the field.
No doubt about it. I was thinking the same thing. Even though Ballard had a really good drive, I think they started at the 20, ended up with the field goal. Male had some big plays, on the ground and in the air. So it'll be interesting to see if that momentum carries over into today's game.
It will be a line of scrimmage at the Ballard 17-yard line. Again, 4th down and 11. So some consternation. Chris Wolf thought about what he was going to do overnight because
right.
He kind of in the midst of that intermediary field goal range.
No doubt about it. I was thinking the same thing last night after the game was canceled. Like, I'm sure those guys got on and were looking at film of the first half or the first quarter yesterday, just kind of seeing how the games were playing and, what they were going to do today when they came out.
So glad to have you back this afternoon on Glycod. We've got 3 other evening tilts, including Bullitt East and Pleasure Ridge Park. That game will tip and kick, rather, at 7:30 Eastern tonight. Up next, we'll talk more about this matchup, Ballard and Male, live on Glycod, and we'll be right back.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ace is more than a hardware store. It's where you turn for answers to all your questions. The Miller family of experts has 3 locations on Preston Highway in the Linview Shopping Center, Taylor Boulevard by Churchill Downs, and 26 and West Market Street. This week, get the Home Sturdy 18-gallon tote for $2.99. Ace fiberglass furnace filters, all sizes 99 cents. 5-pack of 30-gallon paper yard bags, $1.99. Get a 20-pound bag of Ace brand birdseed, just $4.99. Ace Hardware and the Miller family of hardware experts. We're in your neighborhood.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Back live at Veterans Memorial Stadium on the campus of Louisville Male High School. Chris Labar back with Dion Reese now for a look at the weather forecast presented by Thomas Car Wash. They're back to support another season of Bulldog football on Glycod, and they've been fastest and finest since 1946. Wash local. Take it to Thomas. 84 and cloudy, slight breeze. Much more manageable than it was, say, this time yesterday. Let's talk more about that first drive for Ballard and what they were able to do to get points on the board. What'd you like best yesterday, Dion?
They were able to move the ball on the ground. You know, they didn't really specifically have any big plays, but they were moving the ball. They continued to run the ball. Even after they had a couple stops for maybe no gain, they continued to stay with the run, and it got them, 90 yards. So they ended with a field goal, but again, I thought it was an impressive drive for Ballard.
1-0 on the season, the win last week against a credible Southwestern team, 41-34. And really, Larry Irvin, a coming-out party, if you will, for the sophomore quarterback. And certainly a small sample size to start this season, but it looks very promising.
Oh, no doubt about it. He had a great game last week. And even though they were running the ball, a few of those runs were Irvin out of the backfield. He rolled out and, had an opportunity to throw the ball or run it. He kept it in his hand and gained some good yardage on that first drive yesterday.
Adjustments that Male might make defensively, would you assume?
I'm going to say, it's. I don't know if they need if it's anything scheme-wise that they need to change, but just some more energy. You can't have the offensive line pushing you off, off the line of scrimmage and letting guys get, 4 and 5 yards a carry. So hopefully they come out with a little more energy and can stop those runs right at the line.
Journey White, Maurice Stevens, two very important players in this Ballard offense. And also on that first drive yesterday, you had sophomore Alpha Seca, 30-plus yard reception, a big play in that drive.
Oh, no doubt about it. Male looked good yesterday. Again, they had a couple of big plays, and again, I saw good things on the offensive side for both squads. So really, the defenses need to step it up again because they can't have the big plays from Male, and you can't have Ballard, traveling, 80 yards downfield in a drive.
So the Male Bulldogs, again, they will have the football when play resumes. It'll be 4th down and 11 at the Ballard 17-yard line, 58.2 seconds. That will commence play at the top of the hour at 6 o'clock Eastern. We'll step aside one more time. We'll talk more in depth about this Male football team. They looked very solid last week versus Butler, and Dion and I will have more after this on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
"Holy smokes!"
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
I'm your overly competitive brother. Psych, and I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? Foul! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Thanks, bro.
Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Back to Veterans Memorial Stadium, 8 minutes ahead of the resumption of Ballard and Mayo. Of course, the Bulldogs 1-0, a shutout win last week versus Butler. In a defense, a very, very strong effort.
Oh yeah, they got on Butler, and it really wasn't much of a game. But again, we saw bits and pieces of that explosive Mail offense in the first quarter of last night's game. So again, hopefully they can come out today with some enthusiasm, some energy, and get on the boards.
Certainly Gainey going to be in the midst of everything offensively they do, but then you've got Gates. But defensively, 2 linebackers are very strong, with Kevin Wilson over 100 tackles last year, and then Solomon Conley, only a junior, but 9 stops last week.
Oh, no doubt about it. Those guys, had great seasons last year, and but that first quarter, again, that Bruins offensive line was really getting some momentum, really getting a push, and again, those running backs were gaining 2 to 3 yards every carry, and Mail can't have that if they're going to win the game tonight.
Bulldogs, we talked about this a bit last night, to your point, Dion, a new defensive line coach in Kobe Clark, a member of a former championship staff here at Mail, then spent a couple of years as the head coach at Butler. Now he's back, and Chris Wolf really likes the intensity he brings.
Oh, I can imagine. Mail High School always has a tough team, but, tough defense as well, So that Ballard offense is going to be a challenge for them, and we're going to see where they stand after tonight's game.
A little bit more about this Mail program. Certainly so much history, so much tradition. Bullitt East victor last year in the 6A championship game, but Bulldogs been to 5 straight state championship rounds. That's pretty hard to replicate nowadays.
Oh, no doubt about it. There's only a handful of teams that, have that pedigree that the Bulldogs do. And, we talked about it earlier. The Bruins have a little bit of a revenge factor. You know what I mean? They were playing really well last year, and feel like the Bulldogs stole one from them. So I'm guaranteeing that that's some of the motivation that they have here tonight.
Well, and the Bruins team, I think they're becoming a program. They had a great year last year with Coach Morton, and there seems every year getting a little bit better and better. And I think this year they really feel like, to your point, that they can cement themselves as a program and not just a one-hit wonder.
I would agree 100%, and a good sign is, what they did last week, just really getting on a team like they did, and then coming out and playing a team like Mail High School. And again, they look really good in that first quarter, so we'll see if they can keep that up for another 3 quarters this evening.
Talking with Coach Morton this summer, he felt like the recipe for his program was defense and special teams and then running the ball. And that's really not the recipe that a lot of high-profile JCPS and even the Trinity and X's go with.
I would agree. But, running the ball is old school. but it's effective. You know what I mean? And the Bruins did it very well. I was surprised at how well they were able to get the ball downfield on the ground. Again, there were a couple of stops where they didn't get much yardage, but they stayed with it, and it paid dividends for them.
Journey White, the primary ball carrier, released last evening. We expect more of him today. Damari Elin, 5'10", 160-pound senior, so he's pretty much the scat back. Nice change of pace that they offer back there.
Oh, no doubt about it, And then you talk about Irvin, because he'll roll out and he'll get, if you get him in the open space and he takes off, he's tough to get down.
He is. They've got Maurice Stevens, Alpha Seca, a couple of long, lengthy guys outside. And I also liked how they used the tight end last night, Ethan Hetty.
No doubt about it, And speaking of tight end, there were a couple of situations to where the Bruins made really long pass plays, and it looked like just missed assignments on Mel's side. So hopefully the coach got with those guys and they got those things taken care of, because if you're missing guys and leaving wide open receivers, Irvin's going to find them and you're going to have a long night.
So if you just joined us, this is the resumption of last night's rain-shortened affair. It'll be 4th down and 11 Mail from the Ballard 17. 58.2 ticks remain in first quarter. And this game will commence at 6 o'clock Eastern. We'll step aside one more time. Back to live football when we come back right after this.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
Call State.
Glycon on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycon.
Hi, I'm Sarah Neely. I'm the financial manager at Millridge Farm. Whenever you transition financial institutions, there's a tremendous amount of paperwork involved. Traditional banks streamlined this paperwork, and they just made it very simple. Traditional Bank is a locally owned bank that allows us to operate on an international platform. They make my life better, they make my job easier, and they make Millridge a better place.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Ace is more than a hardware store. It's where you turn for answers to all your questions. The Miller family of experts has 3 locations on Preston Highway in the Linview Shopping Center, Taylor Boulevard by Churchill Downs, and 26 and West Market Street. This week, get the Home Sturdy 18-gallon tote for $2.99. Ace fiberglass furnace filters, all sizes 99 cents. 5-pack of 30-gallon paper yard bags, $1.99. Get a 20-pound bag of Ace brand bird seed, just $4.99. Ace Hardware and the Miller family of hardware experts. We're in your neighborhood.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
And we are back to live action here immediately as Mail on 4th and 11, showing all signs of going for it to begin this game. There's Coulter Smith in the shotgun. And Smith gonna zing it across, and that ball is caught at the 5-yard line. It looks like it will be a first down for the Bulldogs.
Really close. Yeah, that is a first down. And I like to see the Bulldogs come out being aggressive. You know, they could have been a little more conservative and tried to get 3 points on the board, but they're going for the end zone.
It's Andrew Verbancic on the catch, and a first down, Mail. It'll be first down and goal.
Great throw, great catch.
First and goal on the 4-yard line for the Mail Bulldogs.
So the Bulldogs now bunched up on the near side of the formation. There's Gates getting the call, and Gates lowering the shoulder as he trudges just shy of the goal line. He'll be whistled down at the 1.
Yeah, he was met by a bunch of Bruins at the line. He had a little bit of open space there, but they converged on him pretty quickly.
So second down and goal now from the 1 as Mail tries to answer the Ballard field goal, and that's going to apparently conclude play in the first quarter. So that'll wind us down at the end of the first frame, and Mail knocking on the door. They trail Ballard 3-0 on Glycod, and we'll be right back.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Bulldog football as we welcome you back, and just like that, Gates is in for a Mail touchdown.
Touchdown, Shemai Gates. That was a great run, great play. Really important that the Bulldogs get out and punch it in early, and they've got the lead on the Bruins now.
Setting that play up, everything was really that play with Verbanek on 4th down and 11 to set things up.
Oh, for sure. Again, just a great play call. I love it that the Bulldogs came out aggressive, and again, it played dividends for them. They got in the end zone.
There's the play constructing by Smith as he'll patiently find Verbanek. Now that was Gates as we recycle the replay, and point after kick is up by Luke Vallandingham, and it is up. And it is 7-3 Mail. We'll take another break. Be right back after this on Glycod.
The Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up.
How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Shemai Gates, his 4th rushing touchdown of the season, and Mail responds with a 7-3 lead. And now Ballard, they'll have possession. Long kick. Be retrieved by Ballard at the 10-yard line. And up into now at the 19. That was Damari Edlin on the return.
Great coverage by Mail. They got the Bruins a little shy of the 20-yard line. So it'll be interesting to see if this Ballard offense can come out and move the ball on the ground like they were last night.
So Larry Irvin, 6'2 sophomore quarterback. 7 of 15 last week, 3 touchdowns, 2 in the air.
Great game last week, and he looked good last night as well.
Sure did. Journey Weich, featured running back behind him as Irvin takes a glance there. 2 receivers to the near side. Ballard's first play of the afternoon. And Weich will get the call, and Weich will pick his way for a couple, dragging tacklers up to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Bulldogs have got to make the tackle. When they make contact. They look like they stopped him at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to keep his legs pumping and gain 3 or 4 yards out of that.
Give him 6 officially. So Journey White, his first touch of the afternoon, net 6. And that's what Ballard did so well last night, playing ahead of the chains. As Maurice Stevens, the first to leak out of the Ballard huddle, he is just now outside of the depth of your screen to the lower left as Ballard left to right. And we're going to have an infraction on Mail.
Yeah, we had one of those last night early. Ballard has come out on a regular basis and tried to get the Bulldogs off sides, and it's worked a couple of times here for this game.
Like DeAndre Malone may have flinched a tad early.
Got to be disciplined. Got to watch the ball, Bulldogs.
Yeah, just a smidgen early, so automatic first down for Ballard.
Yeah, the Bruins are running the ball really well.
And Irvin back in the pocket, faces pressure, and he will go down back to the 24-yard line and a loss of 7.
Great pressure by the Bulldogs. I mean, he dropped back, and before he could even look up, he was surrounded by Bulldogs. It's going to be tough to get a pass off that way.
Cornelius Williams, the 6'1", 215-pound junior, on the sack.
Yeah, they put the Bruins in almost a passing situation here. We'll see if they keep it on the ground or go back to the air.
Williams, a pair of tackles last week in the win versus Butler. He is one of several young players on that defensive front. Both he and Javion Dorsey beside him, both juniors, and Chris Wolf very high on both those young men. So second down at 17 on the menu for Ballard. As Dalen Thompson now in motion. And Irvin, he's going to call his own number and keep it himself and lunge forward. He's back to the initial line of scrimmage, and they'll mark him down about 9 yards shy of a first down.
Yeah, just like I spoke about earlier, Irvin's hard to get on the ground. I mean, they should have had him at the line of scrimmage, and he broke a tackle and actually looked like he got about 10 yards out of it, actually.
So third down and long after the sack. Marcus Robertson, the safety, and one of several Bulldog captains cited for the tackle. Let's see if Mail can get off the field here after scoring an early touchdown after play resumed. Third down and long. And Irvin is back to throw. And he is going to slide and fall down at the 32. A little bit of indecision. He tried to make eye contact with Maurice Stevens.
I noticed that. I don't think he felt comfortable throwing that ball and probably made the wise decision and just, taking it for a run. But that's a huge stop for the Bulldogs. They've got the ball back and should have some pretty decent
field position here as you see Irvin rolling out there. That was the play before, I beg your pardon. And Max Gainey trying to ignite this Mail special teams unit as junior Noah Barnett will punt. And Barnett will hook it just outside of Gainey's depth. It'll be out at the 41-yard line, a very short punt.
Smart play by the Ballard Bruins. I think they were purposely trying to keep that out of Gainey's hands.
28-yard punt as Mail offense back on the field, led by Coulter Smith, 6 foot, 175-pound senior.
Similar to the Bruins, the Mail High School offenses look pretty good, in this game. So let's see if they can keep that momentum up for this drive. This will be a big one for them.
Chase Burton is on now at the Mail running back position, and Smith sets up a screen to Burton, and Burton evading one tackler. He'll lunge forward maybe about a yard up to the 41. Great backfield pursuit by Ballard, and the tackle by Brandon Coleman.
It sure was. That's great defense by the Bruins. They smelled it out and got him on the ground pretty quickly.
The second down and 9 looming for this Mail offense after the reception for Chase Burton. And Burton again with the call, and he'll slice it across the 42, but Ballard very thick inside. It'll be 3rd down and long.
Thicker than thick inside. He couldn't get a yard out of that, I don't think. So, again, the Bruins looking really strong up front so far.
Tackle by number 56, Jameer Cato.
Jameer Cato involved in that stop. So 3rd down and long for Mail, perhaps trying to set something up there with 2 plays very close to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, look for the Bulldogs to go to the air on this down here. We'll see if they can get a completion and hopefully a 1st down.
Max Gainey split out in the slot. You've got Josh Fuller out there, and on the near side, Colin Jefferson, 3rd down and long, and Gainey streaking open. Excuse me, that's Fuller streaking open. He'll catch it for a 1st down out at the 34-yard line.
That was a great play call. They had Gainey out there, I believe, it's just a decoy, and ended up with the big play for a 1st down.
So Josh Fuller, a catch last night, and now 2 in this game after a long reception on 3rd down.
He's had a great start to this Ballard game.
Officially a 23-yard gain as Smith pepped that right on the money. And we're going to have a timeout. Bulldogs with the stop.
If he throws that ball a little bit more to the inside, there's a good chance that's a touchdown there. But a great play call.
While the Bulldogs strategize, we will step aside now. This from UA Local 502 on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Back to live action for Mail on 1st down as Smith will sling it right on the money, and Max Gainey, a great catch out at the 6 and a gain of 28 yards.
That was a great throw as well. I love the play call. They got Gainey on the out route, and Smith put the ball right where it needed to be.
Smith's best throw of the afternoon as we get a real tight look on Coulter as he'll roll to the near side. And Gainey, the reception down all the way inside. It's 1st down and goal, Mail.
Bulldog offense is looking great so far.
And a fumbled, botched snap. It looks like the Bulldogs will recover.
Yeah, spoke too soon. They got to take care of the ball. Good thing they were able to get back on it and still have possession.
But back to that earlier play with Gainey. Good to see Smith roll out, throw that ball opposite his body, coming to the near side.
No doubt about it. Gainey ran a nice route. He's got some awesome hands. He was able to bring it in and get a 1st down on that play.
Andrew Verbancic back on for the Bulldogs at the top of your screen. As the Bulldogs now stare at 2nd down and goal. Smith back to throw on a slant intended for Gainey. Nice coverage there. Montel Campbell coming over.
Really nice coverage. I'm not sure if that would have hit him in the hands, whether he would have brought it in. It looked like he could have taken some pretty serious contact there. Got a little sun coming out finally.
3rd and 11 for the Dogs.
You certainly see Gainey the focal point in this Mail aerial attack. You've got Josh Fuller, a big reception on 3rd down And now Mail staring at 3rd down and goal. And Smith faces pressure, slings it long. There is a flag thrown in the end zone. Flagged in the end zone.
Yeah, Bruins got some great pressure on Smith that time. He didn't have a chance to really get a good pass off.
This is a very important infraction. As Richie Dunn, the official, going to try to sort it out, and it's on Ballard.
One of those cornerbacks must have got a little handsy in the end zone. That'll set up a 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Well, it's actually just a 5-yard penalty due to the hold. You're right. Normally in NFL football, it is a 1st down, but it's going to be 3rd down and goal. They'll mark it from the 6. So just a 5-yard penalty. And Ballard going to try to keep Mail out of the end zone and trying to prevent this from becoming a 2-score game. Off, and Burton is in for Mail.
Great strong run. I like the play. Looks like we have another flag.
Is a flag, and that may be coming back. It is. So 2 very significant infractions, one on each team here in the last pair of plays.
Tough call. The Bulldogs haven't been very focused on this drive here. You know, we've got a fumble, a couple of penalties, and, you know, those mistakes are keeping them out of the end zone.
So that'll take it back to the 15, and 3rd down and goal from there. As this Mail offense tries to connect on 2 touchdowns on their first pair of drives in the resumption. 3rd down and goal, Bulldogs. Smith trying to set something up, and he's got Fuller, and Fuller could not hang on.
Couldn't hang on. Nice route, great pass, just couldn't hang on to it.
That ball may have been deflected. That was pretty solid coverage there from the Ballard secondary as we blow this up and take another look.
Smith put it in the right place, though. You know, he didn't put it to where the defender could get it. It was either the Bulldogs were going to catch it or it was going to be incomplete pass.
So line of scrimmage at the 15. 4th down and goal. And Mail, a little consternation on the Bulldogs sidelines. We'll be back to Veterans Memorial Stadium, 4th down and long. We're back right after this on Glycod.
The Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up.
How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Mail offense staying on the field here on 4th down and goal from the 15.
Really right back to where they started the game.
Chase Burton is on to the right, just out of your view, to the right of Coulter Smith, with Gainey now in motion. Got one receiver at the top. And Smith back to throw, and he's got Gainey, and Gainey is in on the cross for 6.
Great call, great call. When I saw Gainey go in motion and see that one guy was on him, I knew that was going to be tough trying to stop him on that out pattern, and that's exactly what they ran, and they got 6 points out of it.
So Max Gainey is in for the touchdown, and Coulter Smith put that right on the money.
That was a great play call, good pass, good catch. Bulldogs touchdown.
15-yard touchdown reception. That's Gainey's 3rd score of the year already. Yeah, Seth Henson on for the point after, so he and Luke Vallandingham will rotate on kicking duties, it appears. That's a botch snap. DeAndre Malone scooped it up, and we got a live football. No, we don't. Beg your pardon. As Ballard was marching the other way, and play will be blown dead.
Another mental mistake by the Bulldogs. Saw a couple of penalties down here, fumble. You know, now we have the botch. I don't know if there was a botch snap. I didn't get to catch that, but you know, unfortunate for the Bulldogs, they weren't able to get that extra point.
See if we can take another look. It may have been a botched hold. And the Bulldogs will hang on. That was Montel Campbell that was ready to scoop and take it the other way as the Bulldogs. 2 successive touchdowns to begin the resumption of play this afternoon.
I think that was important for the Bulldogs as well to be able to get on the board. You know, they got in the end zone, you know, the first 2 drives, and hopefully they can keep that momentum up. And again, you know, they have the challenge of trying to stop this Bruins running attack, so it'll be interesting to see.
See what Ballard's offense can do as they stare at a bit of adversity here in this game. A little urgency on their behalf, I would assume, here as they try to respond after giving up 2 Male scores. Val Landingham, a deep kick, and that's going to be taken in for a touchback.
Yeah, this is a big drive for the Bruins. I mean, they've been moving the ball pretty well, but it's important they get some points on the board here. They don't want to go down too many touchdowns by the Bulldogs this early in the game.
Ball will be placed on the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bruins.
I look for the Bruins to come out and try to, you know, keep pushing the ball up the middle like they have. So let's see if they can make some more progress with the run game this series.
And Maurice Stevens lined up here to the near side with Journey Weich behind Irvin. And Irvin going to roll to his left, face pressure on the backside, and he's going to float it out.
Very smart
for
Irvin
an
to throw
incomplete
that one
pass.
away. Yeah, he just threw that one away. That was smart. There wasn't anything there, so.
Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Bruins.
Heads up play by Irvin.
Cornelius Williams already a sack in this game. He has a hurry there. Got DeAndre Malone that's been a fixture. So this Male front certainly been a different type effort today than it was on the first drive last night.
It really has been. It really has been. And it's so important. I mean, again, you can't have guys, you know, just running the ball 2 and 3 yards a carry. That'll get you beat in a game like this.
Now Paraback sandwiching Irvin. And it's going to be in the belly of Edlin. And Edlin across the 25 up at the 28-yard line.
Another solid run play by the Bruins. Again, they've really been able to move the ball effectively on the ground, and the Bulldogs are going to have to do something about that.
Well, and Edlin, a nice change of pace. I think Weich is the heavy, Weich is the bruiser, if you will, and Edlin a little more speed on the outside.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, the Bruins have got some decent weapons back there, and they're utilizing them all.
It's a big 3rd down looming from Ballard. They do not want to surrender the football after already giving up 2 Male scores. Here's Weich needing 2, and he is not going to get it as Male. Suffocating defense by that front.
A bunch of Bulldogs met him in the backfield, and he actually lost a few yards.
Jermaine Bradley, one of a pair or more of Bulldogs involved in that stop.
You've got to punt this.
And they will.
That was a big stop by the Bulldogs. Big stop.
Noah Barnett back on to punt for Ballard.
I'll be curious to see if they try to keep it away from Gainey this time.
Well, they certainly did on that last punt. And that's the MO, I think, this year for special teams. Opposing special teams trying to evade Gainey. As Barnett, that's a gorgeous spiraling kick, and it will evade Gainey's. It trickles right to the 40-yard line. Punt of 33 yards.
Smart play by the Bruins. You don't want Gainey with that ball in the open field. He's a tough guy to bring down.
So the Male offense 2 for 2 this afternoon. Max Gainey in on a 15-yard touchdown reception. Shemai Gates on a 1-yard plunge.
Yeah, the Bulldogs have really kind of carried over the momentum from last night. I mean, they were playing well last night, had some big plays, and they've been moving the ball pretty successfully here today. really balanced attack as well. You know, not overly running or passing the ball, just a nice mixture of both.
First down and 10, and Gates springs free. Shemai Gates lowering the shoulder up to the 39-yard line. A gain of 21 and a first down.
Wow, that was a tough run. I mean, he broke 2 or 3 tackles on that run. Kept
the bad news here, at least if you're a Bulldog fan, as this one appears to be coming back.
Yeah, these penalties are starting to add up on the Bulldogs a bit. That was a big play to have called back.
Line of scrimmage now back at about the Male 38. So line of scrimmage marked 10 yards from the spot, be first down and 12.
Nothing frustrates a coach more than having a big play like that and then having a guy make a mental error like holding. So Bulldogs in a little bit of a hole. Let's see what they can do to get out.
Only one timeout remaining as we near the 3-minute mark of this second quarter. And Smith leaving it with Gates again, as Gates will barrel his way for a couple up to about the 42-yard line.
Another tough run. Looks like we might have a late hit. Maybe
got a flag.
Sportsmanlike late flag.
Well,
sure.
After the play on that far sideline.
Crowd reacted like they saw something that was unsportsmanlike.
See if we can get another peek at that.
Gain of 4 for Shemai Gates on the play. That penalty should be assessed on the end of the run.
It's going to be a first down after
somebody got pushed
the
down.
Infraction. Maybe a few theatrics involved as well. I don't know if it was that.
I was thinking the same thing.
That an aggressive of a move. But it should net a Male first down as the officiating crew will sort it out. So Shemai Gates been a focal point of this Male ground game. He had Chase Burton with 1 rush. But Gates certainly been the fixture, if you will.
I would agree. And Shemai looks good. You know, he's really moving the ball on the ground. He's running tough. He's running hard. So looks like this is going to be on the Bruins.
Bulldogs, 1st and 10 on the 42-yard line.
Yeah, those mental errors, you can't have them in a game like this. They'll cost you.
At the 42-yard line, first down and 10 Male. Bulldogs with 13 in this quarter after entering the affair trailing 3-0 late in the first quarter after the rain-concluded play last evening. Gates is flagged to the left of Smith, and Smith looking for Gainey. And Gainey, what a great catch as he ran under it.
That was a beautiful pass. I mean, he led him, and Gainey ran right up under it for the touchdown. Great pass, great catch.
Max Gainey with 2 touchdowns, and Smith has been spot on through the air.
That was a really impressive throw by Smith. Really impressive throw, and a great catch as well. You can tell him and Gainey have been doing that for a while.
So Vallandingham back for the point after. He's 3 of 4 on extra points this season. Hold is down, and that kick is pummeled through. Been an impressive quarter for Male, 20 unanswered. And Dion and I have more right after this on Glycott.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something in school. Sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life.
Ballard football on the kickoff, and it's Edlin, and Edlin trying to get outside as he'll shimmy and shake up that far sideline just shy of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Edlin was doing everything he could to get loose on that one, but they were just a host of Bulldogs trying to bring him to the ground. This will be a big drive for the Bruins. It's really important that they try to get some points on the board this drive.
Return of 19 yards on the play.
Nasir Muhammad on for the Bulldogs. He is one of the backup defensive backs as Ballard first down at 10. From their 28. To Dalen Thompson on the catch. Nice tackle from behind by DeAndre Malone, preventing a big gain.
Ballard calls the screen play, but the Bulldogs sniffed it out. They were all over it.
Also cites Solomon Conley on that stop.
Great open field tackle.
Irvin back to throw, and that ball high up out of the reach of Ethan Hetty as he's undercut for the incompletion.
Yeah, that was a pretty dangerous pass for either a tough shot for the receiver to take or an interception.
Amari Taylor.
It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Bruins on the 30-yard line.
It's a big down for the Bruins and a big stop for the Bulldogs if they can make one right here.
We've already seen 2 Noah Barnett punts in this quarter for Ballard.
Pass was intended by number 14, Ethan Hetty.
Third down and 8 for Ballard as we tiptoe under 2 minutes in this first half. Second quarter's been all male. Irvin back to throw. Up in the pocket. And just pummeled to the ground up to the 30-yard line.
Nobody could get open, and Bulldogs were everywhere. Irvin did everything he could. He didn't really have many options but to go down there.
No gain. And
huge stop by the Bulldogs.
Ballard Bruins going to go for it here on 4th down and long. Adrian Morton keeping the crew back on the field.
Bulldogs need to make sure they watch the ball. You know, the Bruins have been really good at trying to get them offsides in these sorts of situations.
Now keep in mind, Mail will get the football to start the second half as well. And this a huge play in the complexion of this game if Ballard cannot convert back inside their 35. There's the Ballard timeout.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to draw the Bulldogs off. It's probably in their best interest to go ahead and punt this ball.
I would think that would be perhaps the end result on that far sideline as the Bruins stop play with just 60 seconds left in this first half.
Bulldogs off to a nice start, you know, offensively and defensively. Ballard hadn't been able to move the ball like they were last night. I mean, they're moving it pretty decent, but not as easily they were moving it down the field in the first quarter last night.
In this Mail offense, we'll get the football to start the second half, and if they are to force Ballard to turn it over on downs, they're going to be perched inside the Ballard 35.
Looks like the Bulldogs might be going with 2 punt returners, see if they can get a return on this one.
That's a nice adjustment. Noah Barnett is out there for Ballard, so that was the mindset all along for Coach Morton, trying to draw Mail offsides.
And got him a couple times today.
Now Barnett will pooch it away. Antonio Harris is on for Mail, back alongside DJ Grenner for Mail. And Barnett, this may be his best punt of the evening as it's going to trickle forward at the 30-yard line. And Antonio Harris scoops it up, and Mail will have it right there.
Nice coverage by the Bruins. As soon as the Mail caught the ball, they were right there on him. So good special teams play by the Bruins.
Brought down on the 31-yard line.
So Mail offense back in tow. 1 timeout left. Chase Burton will be the featured back on this series. DJ Grinner is on there as well. He's an interesting story. Outstanding shortstop on the baseball team. This is his first year of playing varsity football, and Bulldog coaching staff expects big things from him this year. Burton with the handoff, and Burton lowering the shoulder. He's got the first down as he squirms down the near sideline.
That's a touchdown.
And Chase Burton will coast in for 69 yards. Well, they're going to say he's out of bounds back.
Oh, they got him out of bounds.
Back at about the 45-yard line.
Tough run. That was a good break for the Bruins, I would say. That was an awesome run. DJ had a really good block on the outside, and I thought he had sprung him for a touchdown, but obviously stepped out of bounds somewhere along the lines.
It's going to be a first down. That step out occurred right in front of the male sidelines. Chris Wolf had a nice view, didn't protest it much, so
right.
Perhaps it was the correct call. And now Male will have it first down and 10.
40 seconds to try to get it into the end zone.
Still one timeout in their hip pocket. Smith trying to set something up here. He's going to dump it. That ball's caught by Verbanek. And Verbanek will coast out for a first down across the 35 down to the 32-yard line.
Good call, good throw, good catch, and really smart play to get out of bounds to stop that clock as well.
Andrew Verbanek's second catch of the afternoon, the first of which was the resumption of play on 4th and 11.
That was a huge one, too. That's what got this momentum going, to be quite honest, today.
Mark this at the Ballard 34-yard line. Male trying to put up more points in this quarter. Burton with the handoff, and Burton will nudge his way down the far sideline, steps out about 1.5 yards short of a first down up at the 25-yard line.
Solid, really good run, and the Bulldogs being smart and getting out of bounds. That's a huge play. Smith has really been throwing the ball well today.
That throw to Gainey, and then also Fuller. Keep in mind on that far sideline to Josh Fuller was spot on as well.
Right. No, he's been having a great game. I look for them to go to the air here pretty soon as well.
Second down and 2 from the 25. Grenner in motion. And Smith, play action. Slings it. Trying to find Fuller.
It's dangerous giving Smith that much time. You know, that was actually some good defense by the Bruins, and nobody was really open. But Smith had quite a bit of time, just couldn't find anyone to open.
So much success in this male passing game, but if Fuller and Verbanek can deliver, what a boost that's going to be when you've got the steady Gainey.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, you know, there's a handful of weapons on this Male High School offense. It's just a handful to deal with. So they got 20 seconds to still try to get this ball into the end zone.
Third down now and 2 as Smith slings it across the middle under heavy pressure. And it will be 4th down.
Looks like there may have been a little bit of contact. I know they looked like their feet got crossed up and they both went down, but no call by the referee, so we play on.
This out of the field goal range would be about 42-yard or so. Bulldog offense, they're 1 for 1 on 4th down tries today. They're going to go for it on 4th and 2, and they're going to give it to Burton as he tries to scoot outside and dragging tacklers. He's going to get a first down, it appears, up to the 21-yard line.
Great second effort. They actually met him behind the line of scrimmage, but with a good spin and some, the footwork and the leg still pumping, he was able to get that yard or two they needed.
First and 10 now from the 20. Only 6.5 left, though, as the Bulldogs one timeout left as play is idle. Got a couple of the big guys there gasping. That was a Stephen Thompson. Stephen Thomas, rather, 6'3", 320-pound senior for the Bulldogs.
Those guys need to make sure they're staying hydrated. That sun's coming out, and they're feeling it out there for sure with those helmets and pads on.
Yeah, right at kickoff, it actually was a little cool, very cloudy, and the sun is now pouring through the rather porous clouds, if you will.
No doubt about it, and both teams are feeling it for sure. It's a good time to get those helmets off right now, get you some water and try to cool off.
Coming up at halftime, we'll recycle the ticker. We'll update you on the scores in the area. In 6A action, Frederick Douglass defeats Trinity today 17-14, so perhaps a little bit of a surprise.
Big win for Frederick
Sure
Douglass.
was. Douglass played a great team in Ohio, Akron, Hoban last week, losing, and they're now 1-1 on the year after winning in St. Matthews. They made the trip down last night as well. So they made the trip down, it got canceled, they went home, and they came back today.
Oh, wow, came away with the victory, so that's impressive. What time did that game start?
It's 2 o'clock.
Very nice.
So we'll see what Mail does here. Again, 6.5 left. They do have a timeout, first down at 10. And the final play appears as Smith launches it in the end zone. He's looking for Gainey. And Gainey, that ball is picked. A great interception for Ballard to close the first half.
Yeah, that was great defense by Ballard.
Connor Johnson, the interception there.
Yeah.
As Johnson will take it away from Gainey to close this first half.
In a situation like that, you kind of look for them to go to Gainey. It looked like Ballard was ready for it, and again, Johnson played some great defense on that.
We will set the table. Halftime festivities when we come back. 23 Mail at the turn. Back after this on Glycod.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
The reason I went to Traditional Bank, I just felt at peace. The atmosphere was different.
Anytime we need anything, Traditional Bank's always there for us. Can't say enough about them.
Tradition to me means integrity. That's what our product's based on. Just the way I did it 25 years ago, we're doing it now on a mass scale.
My name's Curtis Mackley, and I choose Traditional Bank because of the relationship we have formed with them and their integrity. Welcome to Mingy Beef Jerky.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
A lot to like in the second half if you're a Male Bulldog fan, Dion, putting it on Ballard with 20 unanswered.
They jumped on them. I mean, I didn't know what we were going to see, after breaking the game last night and starting back over today. But Male High School has come out just like they were last night, looking really good on offense, on the ground, and in the air. And on the other side, Ballard has struggled. They just haven't been able to move the ball like they did last night.
Max Gainey, a pair of touchdown receptions, 15 and 42 yards, and Coulter Smith put them both right on the money.
Coulter's having a great game. He really is. I mean, when he puts the ball in the air, either one of the Bulldogs are catching it or he's throwing it out of there. So Bulldog offense is looking really, really good, and they've been able to keep the Ballard Bruins out of the end zone as well.
And really, the tone was set on that 4th and 11 pass play to Verbancic back really to start the game, start the resumption, and Ballard has had no resistance whatsoever.
I would agree. That was a very aggressive for Male to come out. I'm sure Coach Wolf was thinking about what they were going to run all night last night, and they came out, were able to get a first down, and really haven't let off the gas since.
Take a look at some of the sights and sounds, if you will, here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. It's gotten a little hot and humid out there.
It's definitely gotten hot and humid. Looks like the sun may have gone in just a tad bit again for now. Hopefully it's like this for the players when they come out, but still a whole lot better than it was last night.
Sure is. A dog pound there to our lower left. The faithful, rain or shine, they are always in attendance, and several of the folks last night, looks like that they loved that rain coming in last night.
Oh, no doubt about it. Some of them definitely enjoyed it. We got the student section. They're all decked out in looks like luau gear, so I love the energy that's here today.
Male leading Ballard 23 at the half. More coverage of JCPS and Male High School football when we come back after this on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity. It's about the best I can put it.
The cost of school is free, actually. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training. So you're getting paid to do your job.
You can start off with absolutely no knowledge, and they're going to give you the tools and the foundation to build up from there
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable, and they care about actually making sure you understand the information that they're presenting to you.
So I know that when I go to motor control, Wayne he's passionate about motor control, and he wants you to get it.
But it's really not like school. It's they're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field. So you're able to implement what you're learning almost on the fly. And sometimes you're learning more things in the field. By the time you get into the classroom, it's like, oh, I already know this.
They break the class down into smaller groups on your class day.
If you need help, you can easily look at whoever's sitting next to you and ask them for help. You know, everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This is an organization of brothers and sisters all working together to accomplish a common goal. We work together in the field, and then we become friends on the outside, and it's almost like a family organization at that point.
Nobody I've ever worked with has referred to this job as a job. I went from a job to a life-changing career. So coming out of the apprenticeship program, you can go into a variety of directions with your work. You can become a foreman, you can do motor controls at a manufacturing facility, you can specialize in fire alarm.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
So if you're the kind of person that likes to think things through or see how things work on the inside.
Someone that's detail-oriented, motivated.
I've always seen myself as a hands-on person. Being in an apprenticeship, I'm getting my associate's degree, doing electrical, and being able to do something hands-on.
If you like to build things, this is the place.
It requires you to grow up. Be accountable for yourself because, yeah, they're going to lay out tools to help you be successful, but it's up to you to, grab those tools and build yourself.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Things this team can do to get back in the game would be what?
The offensive line. I mean, last night when they got started, that offensive line was really getting a nice push, and they were able to move the ball downfield on the ground. We just haven't seen that today. And if you can move the ball on the ground, it opens up the offense for you to be able to pass. And, so again, if they can establish that ground game, that'll do them a ton of good.
The defensive front has been strong in the resumption, if you will.
They have. To be honest, the opposite of what I saw last night. I was a little bit concerned about, how they were going to do today coming out here. But, Coach Wolf has really got those guys pumped up, and they're playing a different ball game today.
So Male leading 20-3. They began this afternoon trailing 3-0 late in the first quarter after the resumption. Then Andrew Verbancic, 4th down and 11 completion, and that play really catapulted the Bulldogs as they have been unstoppable force in this first half. And for their perspective, I think Chris Wolf's got to be tickled to death with how his team has responded.
No doubt about it. I mean, again, I didn't know what we were going to see. I guess none of us knew until the game actually took off. But they've been able to move the ball, and it's been a really nice balanced attack. They've ran the ball well. They've thrown the ball well. They're spreading it out between the running backs, the wide receivers. The Male offense is really looking good, and so is that defense.
You got to Max Gainey, a pair of touchdown receptions. Josh Fuller, a huge 3rd down reception. And then Andrew Verbancic, also a pair of grabs today, one of which on 4th down. So Coulter Smith spreading it around. And then, by the way, you've got Shemai Gates in the backfield with the score as well.
Right. Again, that Bulldog offense is really looking good. Like you said, they're keeping the ball spread around, pass, run. A few different guys are catching the ball, a few different guys are running the ball. And that Male High School offense really looks good right now.
And with the resumption, it's now a short week for both these teams, and certainly much football to be decided now. But you look ahead 6 days from now, you got Male at St. X, and then PRP will host, a travel to Ballard, so both teams with big games next week.
I mean, you can give yourself 2 months, and St. X is going to be a tough week for you. You know what I mean? So, again, like you said, it's going to be a short week, so that'll provide for some challenges for the Bulldogs and St. Xavier as well. But I look for that to be a very competitive game from both schools.
We will take a pause on Glycod.com. Male leading Ballard at half, 20-3. 20-3. We'll be right back after this on Glycod.
Owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
Last season, Glycod streamed over 160 games. As our presence grows throughout Kentucky and Southern Indiana, we have a need for production, sales, and social media support. If you've ever wanted to pursue a career in the fast-paced world of broadcasting but didn't know how, these opportunities could be for you. For more information, please contact info@glycod.com.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
I'm your overly competitive brother. Psych. And I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? No! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me. Thanks, bro. Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today. You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Halftime at Veterans Memorial Stadium. This broadcast is authorized by Male High School with production rights owned by Glycod Media. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. Second half when we come back after this on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Will be Bulldog football when play commences in just over a minute at Male High School. 20-3 Bulldogs. Male trying to go 2 for 2 to start the season, and they have been razor sharp here this afternoon. And for this Ballard defense, certainly pivotal and critical. They get off the field here pretty quickly.
No doubt about it. Male High School's got the ball to come out for the second half, and they've been looking really good. Like I said, a really balanced attack, and Bruins have been struggling a little bit trying to stop them, so we'll see how they fare this second half.
So many weapons for this Bulldog team, and special teams perhaps the catalyst of everything. And Dion, even when Gainey doesn't return kicks, his presence is so pivotal because teams kick away from him, and then Male gets great field position.
That's exactly what's happening. You know, they're trying to stay away from Gainey, which is smart. But at the same time, like you said, the Bulldogs are ending up with some great field position. And with the offense playing like they are, they're taking advantage of it and getting the ball in the end zone.
So Ballard's special teams unit will trot back on the field. As Chris Wolf leading Male in another promising season here for the H.
Yeah, the Bulldogs really look good in that first half. It'll be interesting to see if they can continue that momentum and if Ballard can make any adjustments and try to get the ball in the end zone.
Antonio Harris back, set to return for Male in those bright orange sneakers, just out of your vision. There they are. As Harris back there, as well as Chase Burton.
I think those cleats are supposed to represent fire.
I love it. Well, he's very fast. I know that. As Carter Humble will kick, and this a very high kick going to evade Harris, and it's brought down at the 25-yard line. Here comes Burton around the clock to the near side of the field, and a nice open field tackle up to the 35-yard line. The stop applied by Connor Johnson.
He got a couple good blocks, a really nice hard run, but Ballard made a really good open field tackle that time.
So the Male offense back in tow. George Jewell back out there at left guard. Stephen Thomas at left tackle. Max Glass, the normal left tackle, injured. He's expected to play next week, but today Thomas is out there. Of course, Isaac Souls at center. Isaac Johnson at right guard, and Jackson Padgett right tackle. Coulter Smith back to work. And he'll hand to Burton. And Burton, the hot hand, if you will, as he's upended across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
He sure is the hot hand. I'd look for them to feed him the ball a ton this drive as well.
Gain of about 6. Chase Burton had a touchdown called back in the first half. And Male going to go hurry up here after a quick Burton rush.
This Ballard defense is really starting to struggle to stop the run, and that could be a problem for them.
Well, I think the heat might be a factor as well.
I would agree. I would agree with that.
Ballard subbing in a couple of down linemen. Jackson lining is out there, and Smith in space is Gainey, and Gainey a quick and nifty run to the near side. Still on his feet, and there's a first down.
What looked like might not be much, Gainey turns into a first down. That was a huge run for him. That guy is so elusive when he catches the ball. He's difficult to bring down.
That play was strung out for a little while as Gainey.
It was actually a pretty dangerous throw, but Gainey was able to reel it in and actually get a first down out of it.
Max doing a lot of work there, just across the 50. First down at 10 Male. And a hard hit up to the 46-yard line.
Nice hard hit. It's like one of the Bruins got their helmet knocked off.
That was Burton with the call. Second down and 7. And what a luxury it is to have two competent running backs. Goodness gracious.
I was just thinking the same thing. I mean, and they're both running hard. And again, when you're moving the ball in the air like Male is, I mean, this offense is really, really a handful.
Male running game has been so strong for years and years. And, of course, Daniel Swinney, the bell cow last year and really the last pair of years. Having moved on is Coulter Smith at first down at 10. He's forced in the pocket, slung down for a loss. Oh, and a late hanky.
Looks like we might have a face mask potentially. He was kind of up around the face, so.
Richie Dunn's going to get to the bottom of it. He's the white hat. And that's going to negate a great Ballard defensive play. Will be against Ballard. And that's going to be first down on sportsmanlike conduct, the call.
Yeah, I hate to see a play like that. I mean, it didn't look like it was intentional, to be quite honest, but he did get up and around the head, and they want to keep the game clean, so they got to make the call.
First and 10 for the Dogs on the 34-yard line.
Burton is the back behind Smith. Now Coulter up under center. And Smith under heavy duress. And an astute run as he darts across the 30. Pickup of about 7 when he was facing negative yardage.
Yeah, that's just a veteran play by experienced quarterback. I mean, there really wasn't anything there, and he was able to make something out of it. And what looked like was going to be a loss ended up being actually a positive gain.
Call a gain of about 6 for Coulter. Now, normally he's not known for his running ability, but some niftiness there, and that's a nice pickup of 6 yards.
Just a great heads-up play by a veteran quarterback.
Neal going hurry up. There's Burton, and he's got the first, and Chase is down the sideline, and he'll be shy of the 10 and a first down.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are really moving that ball well. Chase is having a great game. I mean, they're handing him the ball, and he's, 3 or 4 yards a carry, it looks like. So looks like those Ballard Bruins might be wearing down a little bit here.
A huge hole on the right side as Mail now anchored inside the 15. They'll mark it at the 10, rather at the 12. So first down at 10, and Burton. Deliberate run inside, but those legs still churn up to the 7.
Yeah, and these temperatures, a long drive like this will have the defense sucking some air. So it's like we got one of the Bruins down.
An injured Ballard player. He's up on his feet now. It was Cordair Atkinson, number 51. And we're going to have an official stoppage. We'll step aside, back in 30 seconds right after this on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Back to Veterans Memorial Stadium. It'll be second down and about 7 for Mail from the 8-yard line. As the Bulldogs offense trying to expand this lead on the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, we had a little bit earlier start than normal, and with these temperatures, I can really see it starting to weigh on these teams. And again, Ballard sucking some wind right now. This is a pretty long drive by the Bulldogs offense.
Chase Burton, a huge rush, and then Max Gainey, a nice nifty pass reception. Those the 2 big plays on this march for Mail. And Chase Burton back out there for the Dogs as Coulter Smith up under center. Grinner in motion, and Burton gets the call, and he'll slice it back, bringing up third down and long.
Yeah, I didn't see as much churn in those legs that time by Chase. They might need to give him a refresher as well. Got those hands on his hips.
Josh Fuller split out to the near side. He's in tight this time with Colin Jefferson and DJ Grinner. Now Grinner in motion. Smith trying to set something up, and Fuller wide open.
Great play call. Great play call. Smith is having a heck of a game, too. He really looks good back there at the quarterback position right now.
And Josh Fuller all alone and able to reel that in really basket style here as Mail starts to pour it on.
Yeah, that was a gut punch for the Ballard Bruins. 26 unanswered points here today. So, again, Mail's come out really strong.
Seth Henson on for the point after. Steron Davidson will hold, and Mail tacks another on. 27 unanswered for the Dogs. Back after this. on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Josh Fuller, his first touchdown reception of the year, and Male having an afternoon against Ballard. Edlin back for the Bruins. And it's brought down by Dalen Thompson. As Thompson out across the 25-yard line.
Looks like the Bruins are going to start with some pretty decent field position. It's really, really important they start to establish that ground game and hopefully get some points on the board this series.
This Male front has been formidable this afternoon.
They sure have. They're really looking good. Coach Wolf should be happy with what he sees out there on both sides of the ball.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bruins on the 23-yard line.
27 unanswered points, and they haven't allowed a score. So
Larry Irvin back to work for Ballard. Pair of receivers each side. As Weich will get the call. No, he won't. That's a fake. And that ball is caught up to Hetty across the 32 and a flag.
Looks like he might have another face mask or unsportsmanlike conduct.
That was a nice play fake by Irvin.
It was. Great play call.
Going to be against Male. It'll be a first down, the end result, as the Bulldogs commit the infraction. Ballard with some success through the air last week. Again, Irvin over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. I think they're going to have to air it out some to get back in this game.
Oh, no doubt about it. They don't have much time left in this game to make up quite a bit of ground, so I expect that ball to be in the air quite often.
Stevens now at the top of your screen. Alpha Seca has been quiet today. He had that 32-yard reception last night. He has not had a target thus far as Irvin. As that ball deflected, crashing through the Male defensive player. That was Solomon Conley sneaking in.
It's literally night and day between the Ballard offense compared last night and compared to right now. I mean, again, they moved the ball all the way down the field in the first draft, and they've really struggled today. And I think a lot of it has to do with the Male pressure up front.
Cornelius Williams a sack in this game for Male. And Javion Dorsey played very, very well as well. The Dogs in that front four. 5 minutes evaporated in this third quarter. Irvin up in the pocket. He'll flip it forward, and that ball dropped by Stevens.
A lot of pressure, but Irvin was actually able to get a good ball out to the wide receiver. Just couldn't hold on to it. Hit him right in his hands.
Nice coverage in the vicinity there was corner Brandon Richardson.
Brings up 3rd and 10 on the 46 for the Bruins.
Ballard opted to punt earlier. Of course, it was 4th and 8, different field position than now, but still a down to go. But you have to think this could be 4-down territory for Ballard as they try to inch their way back in this game.
I would say so at this point in the game.
Irvin and Weich in the backfield with Seca, the target nearest us. Irvin rolling out. He's going to float it. Nice pass on the run and dislodged at the last moment by Brendan Bates, the corner.
Good defense by the Bulldogs. I mean, they're really, really hyped up now. The energy's totally different than what I saw last night. And, again, this defense has been really, really effective today.
Well, we do have a penalty. A flag thrown on that far sideline. And it's on the Dogs.
Defensive holding.
So 4th down and 10. Can become a first down for Ballard in a big, big play.
Big break for the Bruins as well.
That doesn't take anything away from Brendan Bates in the corner. Inside handoff up to the 38-yard line.
Nice play call. Yeah, nice play call by the Bruins, keeping it on the ground, and that was a solid run.
6:28 left in this third quarter. Dalen Thompson lined up in the near slot in the middle of your picture. As Weich gets the call, and Weich met
big play by
for
the
no
Bulldogs.
gain.
Big play by the Bulldogs. They met him right at the line of scrimmage and actually drove him back a couple of yards.
It's Kevin Wilson on the stop.
Also 3 yards on the play. Kevin Wilson on the stop for the Dogs.
I'd expect the Bruins to put the ball in the air, so we'll see how the male Bulldogs defend this.
Third down now and long for Ballard from the male 43, the first Ballard march of this second half. Been a while since they had the football. And Irvin back to throw, and he's going to be slung to the ground across the 40 down to the 38-yard line.
Great stop by the Bulldogs. Again, it's that pressure. We just didn't see this last night. I don't know what got into this Mel High School defense today, but they're on it. They're showing some pressure, and the Bruins are struggling with it.
That was Cornelius Williams on the stop. So 4th down and 5 for Ballard, as you see Williams with the tackle. And Ballard unquestionably will keep the offense intact here. So we slide under 5 minutes in this third period.
Big 4th down play for the Bruins.
New quarterback Noah Barnett is on for Ballard. And he is blasted short of the marker. A huge stick, and it will be male football. Solomon Conley.
That was a monster shot.
So Noah Barnett with his first snap replacing Irvin.
That's
and
a tough
Conley.
First play. That's a tough first play. He took a really good shot that time.
And Male perhaps trying to salt this away with a score. Still middle portion, third quarter.
Again, the Bruins are struggling to move the ball today.
Yeah, it's been a tale of 2 different ball games, if you will, within one game. As Smith will hand to Burton. Up, that's the Gates, excuse me. And Gates, the leg still a-burning. And he'll pick up 8.
Great run by Gates, man. I love it when these guys are taking contact and continuing to pump those legs for extra yardage. Looks like we got a Bulldog down.
That's Spike Souls, the male center. And we will step aside on Glycod. All Bulldogs, 27-3. We'll be right back after this.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycon.
Back live at Louisville Male High School. Bulldogs on top, 27-3 over Ballard. We'll be right back after this. Some more coverage of male Bulldog football on Glycon.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Bulldogs back to live action here as they'll have it first down. Check that to second down and 2. Spike Souls off under his own power for Male while you were away. As Smith tries to set something up, that's DJ Grinner with the grab, and Grinner denied a first down.
Yeah, that was an interesting play call. You know, with only a couple of yards to go, they've been running the ball pretty effectively. I would expect it to have been a handoff to Chase, but the Bulldogs went another route, and now it's third down.
Well, Grinner, certainly a lot of promise. I think the Bulldogs really trying to work him into this offensive attack, as it's now third down and very short for Male. Their 48-yard line. Play action. Yes, Smith will tuck it and run. He's close to a first down. He was trying to find Grinner, I believe, in front of him. And he's going to be close, and it will be a first down.
Smart heads-up play by Smith. He's really playing a solid game tonight and playing like a veteran senior football quarterback.
Smith with 3 touchdown passes in this game. 2 to Gainey and 1 to Josh Fuller. Coulter last season in limited action, 12 touchdowns, just shy of 900 yards.
Another solid drive by the Bulldogs.
Sure is, as Burton gets the call again, and Chase will prod his way for a couple up to the 48.
Yeah, he was met at the line of scrimmage by a host of Bruins.
I really think fatigue and weather have been culprits in this game for Ballard. It just they don't have the energy they had this time last night.
No doubt about it. I mean, it's humid out there, you know, and being down 27-3 doesn't help any either. So I see guys, you know, holding their hips and down on knees, and you know, these guys are feeling it right now.
And Ballard leading 3-0 when we continued play today. And it's been all Male with Smith rolling out. And he's going to dump a nice deflection. Sneaking around the edge was Cordair Atkinson to bat it away.
Great play by the Bruins defense. Looked like they were looking to go to that tight end again.
Atkinson with the sack last night. One of several key returnees on that Ballard defense.
Yeah, I've seen some bright spots out of the Bruins today. Just haven't been able to put together a solid drive today.
Got an official stoppage. You have a wet football.
Must be covered in sweat.
I can't imagine. Just 139, now less than that in this third quarter. It's been an afternoon controlled by the Male Bulldogs.
On both sides of the ball.
As Smith hands to Shemai Gates, and Gates squeezes up the near sideline, short of a first down.
Tough run by Gates. Good play call and tough run by Gates. He's had a solid game today as well.
It'll be fourth down and about 3 for the Ballard 43. DJ Grinner out there for Mail. Shemai Gates, the featured back. Mail 1 for 1 on fourth down today. Of course, the first play of the game was a fourth down conversion to Andrew Verbancic. And the Dogs trying to continue this drive. And Smith tries to set something up. Far sideline, and that ball caught, but I believe Gainey was out of bounds. No, they're going to give him the grab.
That was a huge play. Gainey was smart enough. He knew where his feet were. He made sure he was in bounds and was able to get his hands up and bring that ball in. That was a big-time play by Max.
31 reception for Gainey. Let's see if we can get another look at this. As Gainey. Now just out of our camera view.
Right.
Won't get another look at that, but Gainey, a huge reception for Mail.
And salute to Smith. I mean, he avoided the sack back there and was able to get the ball off and still make a good pass downfield.
And around Gainey, there goes Max. Max seeking, there's a flag, by the way, as Gainey wiggles his way up the far sideline.
I like the play call. Got Gainey on the end around, and I thought he was going to get in the end zone, but the Bruins were able to keep him out that time.
We'll sort this infraction. Richie Dunn and crew, they've been very busy. Wonder if they get double duty for working last night.
I'm not sure how that works, but they definitely, we're here for a game last night, and now they're back again. So
against the Dogs.
That's a 10-yard penalty.
And Max Gainey looking for a 3-touchdown afternoon, but what a great grab on that third down conversion.
Oh, that was incredible. I mean, again, he had the focus to know where he was on the field, make sure his feet were in bounds, and then get the hands up and make the catch. That was a big-time play.
We've got the very frequent first down and 11 on the bingo card here with 48 seconds left in the third quarter. DJ Grinner in motion for Mail. Max Gainey and Ty Josh Fuller out there as well. And timeout called by Mail. Looked like the Dogs were a little bit out of sorts here, trying to get alignment set up.
Right, coach saw something he didn't like and was smart enough to call a timeout and regroup.
So this Ballard team, again, a strong start to the game, a good win last week. You get the sense they're going to be heard from as this season continues.
I would agree. I think they'll be able to pull some positive things out of this game, go back to the film room, and make some adjustments because they've got some talent out there on both sides of the ball. I think the Bruins look really well. It's just that that Male High School offense and the defense today it's just been just a bit much for them.
So first down and 11 from the 13 for Mail as the Bulldogs trying to punch another in. They led 20-3 at half. And then Josh Fuller on the last drive scores on an 8-yard touchdown reception. Was one PAT missed in this game for Mail.
Yeah, that Male High School offense really looks good today. Again, in the air and on the ground.
First and 11 for the Dogs on the 13-yard line.
Be from the 13 for Mail. And Smith rolling to the right and brought down for a loss back to the 18-yard line.
That was a loss, but it was a really heads-up play, not just throwing the ball downfield, trying to make anything happen. He held on to it, and Mello lived to see another down.
It was Davon Rudolph, 19 tackles last week versus Southwestern. That's a stop today and a loss of 6. And that's going to wrap up quarter number 3. Mail pouring it on Ballard. Just 12 minutes left on Glycod.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Ruoff Mortgage. For an intuitive, simple, and stress-free mortgage process, visit ruoff.com. Ruoff Mortgage, opening doors.
A huge thank you to Ruoff Mortgage and all of our great corporate partners here on Glycod. Chris LeBar along with former Male Bulldog Dion Reese back live at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Mail pouring it on here as we enter quarter 4.
Yeah, I expected a bit more of a challenge, to be quite honest. But again, that Ballard offense just hadn't had a chance to get going like they did last night. And on the opposite end, that Male High School offenses look great, both in the air and on the ground.
We'll see how long Coach Wolf sticks with some of his starters here. Jordan Williams, backup quarterback, played a little bit last week versus Butler. Perhaps he'll enter the fray here and the remnants of this game. Grinner trying to get involved, and DJ evading traffic, and there he goes, Dion. Just shy of the 10.
That's a great gutsy run by Grinter. Yeah, he's got some talent. You know, as the season goes along, I expect him to be more and more effective for the Bulldogs on offense.
He's got a little Max Gainey in him, I think.
He does. He does. Really elusive. I think he might still be down. But, yeah, no, he's really elusive, and I expect to see him really do some big things this year.
Yeah, Grinner going against the grain. And how about Coulter Smith on the chip back block?
Oh, right. He's a tough guy. He's a big boy, too. So,
got an injured player on that far sideline. We will try to get to the bottom of it. Be right back on Glycod.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
DJ Grinner ailing a little bit after that play, but good to see him out on his pressure, off the field under his own pressure.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. That was a good run, too. Again, he's super elusive, and, I love it that Mail's trying to get the ball in his hands and see what he can do.
Third down now and 7 Mail from the Ballard 10. Shemai Gates, we called him Antonio Gates earlier. He is out there for Mail, or I did. Anyway.
He's looking like it out there today.
Is Coulter Smith facing pressure, and Smith slung to the ground, loss of a few.
Just a bit too much pressure. He's really good about taking that step up and making that first guy miss, but Ballard had a couple of more guys coming, and he couldn't elude those guys.
Michael Clack credited with the sack, so 4th down and 12 Mail. This would be a 32-yard field goal for the Dogs, and Chris Wolf Taking a quick pause. He's very close to the official, just out of your vision, and he might pause play here.
I believe so. Try to run some more time off that clock and then make a decision.
There's coach as we take a gander. So Mayo will stop play here. 10-14 left, and 32-yard field goal. Certainly at some point this year, your kickers would have to make one of this depth.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, this is actually a nice opportunity to get them in a real live game situation and see if they can make one.
Both Luke Vallandingham and Seth Henson, very competent kickers, of course, both new to the varsity program. Lance Gossett, graduating last season. He continued the lineage of great male kickers over the years. Micah Lackey, Jordy Gomez. There have been many over the last handful of years.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, that's one of the things that add a great program. You know what I mean? As guys leave, it's just the next guy up. So they've done that here, even in the kicking game.
We'll see what the Bulldogs opt to do. Another offense going back out there.
They sure are.
Shemai Gates, Coulter Smith, Max Gainey, and then so Colin Jefferson, he is just out of your vision. He is the widest receiver nearest to us. So 4th down and 12 Mayo.
Gainey's got a lot of space to work with
And
out there.
Smith going to heave it to Gainey, and Gainey comes back to catch it and scores.
Touchdown. Is that 3 for Gainey?
That's 3.
He's having a great game, and so is Smith. I can't say enough about Smith in that passing game today. He's really been solid.
So Gainey, touchdown receptions of 15.
Big game. And again, take your hat off to Smith. He's played a great game at the quarterback position today.
Coulter Smith's got 4 touchdowns on the afternoon.
Yeah, that may have been the official nail there.
Vallandingham on, and that one right down Broadway as Mayo will tack on a penny, and they lead 34-3 on Glycod.
1965 Mail graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Smith to Gainey. As we get another glimpse at that touchdown reception for Max Gainey. And Ballard on the return.
Nice open field tackle by the Bulldogs.
We'll see what Ballard does at quarterback. Noah Barnett went out there for the final play on the last drive.
Yeah, it's really important for the Bruins to try to get something going here. You know, you don't just fold up the tent at a time like this. It's time to see if they can get some momentum built themselves and get in the end zone.
Will be Larry Irvin back for Ballard. This team giving up 34 points in succession today. Getting dangerously close to a running clock here with another Mail score. Just over 10 minutes left in the 4th. And an inside run to Weich, dragging tacklers for just a couple of yards.
Yeah, just too much pressure by the Bulldogs.
Kind of official stoppage for a moment. You heard a whistle. Not a Ballard timeout. Not sure why they blew the whistle.
Not sure what that was about. The clock is still running. So.
Yeah, it is. Two receivers each side as Ballard trying to open things up here on 2nd down and long.
Good call by the Bruins, though. I like it. Being aggressive, still trying to get in the end zone.
Well, Stevens showed a nice move there to create a little space.
He did. Gave that defender a little hesitation and then took off again and found himself open. Irvin just couldn't hit it.
3rd down and 8 for this Ballard offense. Not a lot of success today. Brighter days ahead this season for the Bruins.
I would think so. They've got some talent over there. Just haven't been able to bring it together today. So
this Meal front has been very, very formidable today. As Irvin has it in the shotgun, he's going to set up a screen. That ball picked by one of the down linemen for Mail, and that ball is intercepted by Bryce Strickland.
That'll do it. Bulldogs are hyped now.
That ball was right in the belly of Strickland as Irvin tried to set up the screen.
Which was set up by that pressure by the front four. You know, they got back there, put some pressure on Irvin. Really didn't make the best decision, just putting that ball out there, and Bruins turnover.
Now, big guys don't get the ball too often in confines like that, and he was salivating.
They don't. Oh, he's got the chain on him. Yeah, he's loving it. He's loving it. I love it for the big guy. Good for him. You go, big guy.
Be 1st down and goal from about the 9, it appears. So Jordan Williams is on. We'll mark it 1st down and goal. So 1st down and goal, Mail. Jordan Williams, new Bulldog quarterback, 5'11", 170-pound sophomore. And Mail stop play. We talked about the promise of Ballard. Let's look at their September schedule for a moment. Take on PRP next week. So 3 of 4 at home this month, and they'll take on at GRC. So if they're going to get right, good time to do it at home.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, and to be quite honest, I mean, I expect big things from Ballard still. You know what I mean? I know they've had a tough time today. You know, we've had the weather. We had a game cancellation that got resumed today. But I saw some bright spots out of the Bruins, and I would expect them to play well the rest of the year.
So Jordan Williams will get an opportunity for Mail as the backup quarterback. In limited action last week, he was 1 of 2 for 5 yards in the blowout bashing versus Butler. And again, Mail with a score here will inch us to the finish line with a running clock. 1st down and goal for the Dogs. Inside handoff for minimal yardage.
Yeah, there wasn't much there. It looked like they met him in the backfield. He wasn't able to make anyone miss. So
it's Markalen Churn, 5'11", 180-pound junior on the handoff. As the Dogs sub out a couple of linemen. Spike Souls is back on. That's great to see as he was ailing a few plays back. So he's back out there, number 72.
Really good to see. Also nice to see some of these Bulldog backups getting a shot as well.
Sure is. Cam Angelini is out there for Mail. He'll be flanked down wide. There's an inside handoff to Churn, and he'll be pummeled to the ground at about the 10.
Nice shot by the Bruins. That was a good solid tackle in the backfield.
3rd down and goal now from the 12.
See if they give the young quarterback an opportunity to put the ball in the air.
Nicholas Brown is out there, backup tight end for Mail. Also got James Clark, 5'5" sophomore. So the Dogs' pipeline runneth deep. Churn is to the left of Williams. And Williams going to set it free and right through the mitts and an incomplete pass. He tried to find Nicholas Brown.
I like the call, and that was a pretty solid throw. They weren't able to connect on it, but I like that. I like the play call. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to go for it on 4th down here.
There you see the pass through Brown from Williams. It's 4th down and goal after the interception from Bryce Strickland. He'll be talking about that all this week.
Right. Good for him. I love it. I love it.
As Williams back to throw, and incomplete as Williams facing heavy duress.
That's another good pass. He got it in the wideout's hands. He just couldn't reel it in.
So Ballard football. Be 1st down and 10 for the Bruins. Scores now coming in from earlier finals. Take a look at those at the bottom of your screen, presented by UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Looks like the Bruins may have the backups in as well.
You know, great for these young kids to get the opportunity in a varsity game to play.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. This is an awesome opportunity, like you said, for them to kind of showcase what they can do and get some experience. You know, they'll be up one day.
Larry Irvin back to work. Still has the number 1 back, Weich, beside him. And Irvin, at the last moment, hands it off, and that's Edlin tiptoeing up that far sideline close to a 1st down.
Edlin's pretty elusive. You know, he's returning kicks. They're getting the ball in the backfield. He's had a pretty solid game today. Pretty tough guy to get on the ground. Really get your hands on him is tough.
Very close to a 1st down. There might be a little indecision as to where the ball is marked. Richie Dunn, the white hat. Take a look at it, but it's going to be a 1st down.
On the 23-yard line.
After the conclusion of this, we invite you to stay tuned on Glycon as Bullet East just kicking off against Pleasure Ridge Park. There's a pass out in the flat. Nice catch in open spaces by Stevens. This will squirm across the 30.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch, and pretty solid run after the play as well.
Also Shelby County, Oldham County underway as well. So we dip under 7 minutes left. It's 2nd down and a deuce for Ballard. Pass out in the flat. Nice catch by Edlin. He's got the 1st down. I think they found something with him in open space.
I would say so. I mean, you know, he's had a couple of big plays today, again, even on some kick returns. I like Edlin in open field.
As Ballard going hurry up here, trying to cause some positive momentum as they'll transition into week 3. There's Weich breaking the 1st tackle up to the 43-yard line.
And met by a host of Bulldogs.
Gain of about 3.
Looks like we got a Bruin down in some pain.
We got an injured Bruin on the field.
Injured Ballard Bruin. We will pause for 30 seconds. This is Glycon's presentation of high school football from Male High School. We'll be right back after this.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Ruoff Mortgage. For an intuitive, simple, and stress-free mortgage process, visit ruoff.com. Ruoff Mortgage, opening doors.
Pre-snap movement on Ballard as we welcome you back.
Yeah, it's getting late. And, you know, guys aren't thinking as clearly as they were, you know, at 34-3 with, you know, 5 minutes to go, 5:20 something to go. And
make it second down and 10 at the Ballard 39-yard line. And Irvin, nice grab off the deflection and scooting up the far sideline.
That was almost a pick six, but the wideout was able to get his hands on it, make a good catch, and get downfield.
Dalen Thompson, that was a nice catch off the carom for a first down.
Yeah, great play by the Ballard Bruins. They still got Irvin in there, and he's still making big plays.
And the concentration needed to catch this ball.
Oh, no doubt about it. Yeah, that took some focus for sure.
It's Irvin on the rollout.
Man, that was close to a pick six.
So first down at 10, looming for Ballard from the Bulldog 44-yard line. Again, this game began at 6 p.m., the conclusion of last night's rain-shortened affair. And rain, we say that in quotes, just a drop or two.
Or 3 or 4,000. Yeah, it was coming down pretty hard last night. It's like we're on another planet today. It's really actually turned into a beautiful evening. We got a decent breeze and, you know, no storms tonight.
It was 4th and 11 for Mail to start the game. They connected on that fourth down, and it's been all Bulldogs since. As Ballard now perched at the dog 44. And Irvin leaving it with Weich. And Weich, even the twos on that Mail front are tough.
Oh, they better be. You know, when they put you out on that field, we're still playing a football game. You got to represent when you got that purple and gold on. And these backups are doing that for the Bulldogs right now.
Gain of about 1. That's L.J. Tishner, 5'9", 290-pound junior on the stop. Just over 4 minutes remaining as the Bulldogs on their way to a 2-0 start. And nice catch in congestion on that far sideline for negligible yardage. That's George Givens on the grab.
Yeah, love to see the Ballard Bruins still plugging away. You know, even trying to get in the end zone. You know, 340 some odd points, seconds to go in the game. But this Mill High School defense isn't letting up either.
Third down now and 8 for Ballard. Bulldogs take on St. X next week. We'll have it for you here live audio style on Glycod. Joe Cox will join Dion Reese for all the live action.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. That St. X Mill is always a great rivalry.
And Ballard will host PRP. We hope to bring that one to you as well. Just over 3 minutes remaining. And a poor snap. Irvin bobbled it. He's going to flip it out in the flat to Thompson, and Thompson bouncing off Bulldog tacklers up to the 45-yard line.
Looks like he took a nice shot for a loss there.
He's a nice-looking player. The Bulldogs shutting down a couple of very solid Ballard skill players.
Oh, no doubt about it. Again, like I said, they haven't had the best game tonight, but I look for Ballard to really have some success this season. And, you know, some of these guys that we've seen little spurts out of really have good good finishes to their season.
The 4th down and 11, perhaps the final offensive play of the afternoon for Ballard. .223 remaining in this fourth quarter. Pass out in the flat, grab by Stevens on 4th and long, and Stevens slung to the turf, and it will be a turnover on downs. Football back to Mail.
Yeah, not going to be enough. You know, Ballard tried, but just wasn't able to get it going today on offense or defense, really. I don't think they've stopped the Bulldogs starting offense all game.
Our most outstanding players presented by State Farm Insurance agents Mike Shelton and Brian Morrison coming up in our postgame. Dion will have one winner from each sidelines. Also update the ticker and take a preview of next week's action here on Glycott. So Jordan Williams, the presumed quarterback here for Male, with just over 2 minutes to play. Still coaching opportunities for both these sidelines here in the remnants of this ball game.
No doubt about it. We still got a ball game here. You know, guys are still trying to score. And
Churn gets the call, and Churn, no gain.
Bulldogs kept it on the ground as expected.
Number 18, Markarian Churn, no gain on the play.
It's a second down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs look good tonight on both sides of the ball. Again, I wasn't for sure what I was going to see, you know, based off that that first quarter that I saw last night. But it came out today. They're really looking good, and they finished this game strong. You know, they've got 34 points on the board, and you know, Ballard hadn't been able to sniff the end zone today. So really impressive showing by the Bulldogs today.
Second down and 10, just a couple of plays remaining. There's Williams on the handoff. And no gain as Tyson Kinsel gets the call. And third down coming up. A timeout? Or no, both teams coming to the sidelines here with the 40-second play clock. That's going to wrap things up. So Male, a very impressive afternoon. Entered the game trailing 3-0, but a dominant Saturday, 34 in succession. And Male, 2-0 on the year.
Yeah, it sure was. Male should be really, really happy with what they saw tonight. I mean, they were able to pass the ball well. They were moving the ball on the ground well, and that defense was solid. Didn't give up a point today. The 3 points that are on the board were from last night.
34-zip Male with a win. We'll step aside.
Branch office locations. Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
1965 Male graduate and basketball star George Tinsley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tinsley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Male graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Male. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. you can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For your surprisingly great home and auto rate, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Brian Morrison and Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Victorious afternoon for the Mail Bulldogs as we welcome you back here on Glycott. 34-3 Mail with the authoritative win over Ballard and domination today for sure, Dion.
It was on both sides of the ball. Again, I didn't know what to expect, out of the Bruins or the Bulldogs, but the Bulldogs just proved to be a bit too much for the Bruins, again, on both sides of the ball today.
Coulter Smith finishes the afternoon with 4 touchdown passes. Max Gainey, 3 touchdown receptions. Josh Fuller caught a touchdown. Shamai Gates ran for 1. It was a team effort.
Oh, no doubt about it. They did a great job of spreading the ball out to different players. They were passing. They were running the ball very effective. And it paid off for them. They came out with the victory tonight.
Yeah, Bulldogs defense also formidable. Bryce Strickland, an interception, and just a great performance. And I think a lot to build from for Mail as they have high aspirations this season.
Oh, no doubt about it. This was a pretty tough test for them. Like we said at the beginning of the game, I mean, I'm sure the Bruins were fired up over the loss that they had at the end of the season. And Mail High School came out today and proved to be a bit too much for them.
So the Bulldogs win 34-3. We'll take a break. Be back for our most outstanding players, presented by State Farm Insurance agents Mike Shelton and Brian Morrison. That when we return to Mail High School after this on Glycott.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional Bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose Traditional Bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
1965 Male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com. Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Time now for the most outstanding players from this afternoon's affair, presented by State Farm Insurance agents Brian Morrison and Mike Shelton. They make life go right for Ballard. I think a lot to build on from this sophomore quarterback.
Oh, no doubt about it. I thought Irvin was solid tonight. I mean, you know, he couldn't get the Bruins in the end zone, but he took care of the ball. I feel like he managed the game really well, and he was a huge part of a lot of big plays for the Bruins on offense.
And for Male, again, a team effort and a lot of different options, but hard to fault what Coulter did today.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, he had 4 touchdowns, and, I mean, there were several plays where it should have been a sack, and he was able to elude someone in the backfield and then make a good pass downfield. I was really impressed with Coulter's play today.
Yeah, 4 touchdown passes for Coulter. Max Gainey reels in 3 touchdown passes against Shemai Gates in for a touchdown rush. And Josh Fuller, some big catches, including a 3rd down grab and then a touchdown as well.
Oh, no doubt about it. He was fantastic today. And he's a, you got Max out there, and Max is going to be Max. But the Bulldogs have a couple of other guys that really have stepped up on the offensive end in terms of wideouts and catching the ball down the field. And when you mix that with the way Coulter's playing, this Bulldog offense is really hard to stop.
Take a look at our upcoming schedule when we come back. Again, Male victorious today, 34-3 on Glycod, and we're back right after this.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, I'm Sarah Neely. I'm the financial manager at Mill Ridge Farm. Whenever you transition financial institutions, there's a tremendous amount of paperwork involved. Traditional banks streamlined this paperwork, and they just made it very simple. Traditional Bank is a locally owned bank that allows us to operate on an international platform. They make my life better, they make my job easier, and they make Mill Ridge a better place.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Last season, Glycod streamed over 160 games. As our presence grows throughout Kentucky and Southern Indiana, we have a need for production, sales, and social media support. If you've ever wanted to pursue a career in the fast-paced world of broadcasting but didn't know how, these opportunities could be for you. For more information, please contact info@glycod.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Back one more time to Male High School. Bulldogs victorious today over Ballard, 34-3. Both these teams in action next week. And Male St. X highlighting our Week 3 coverage, and that should be a fantastic matchup, Dion.
As always, that's going to be a big game. I'm really excited for that. We'll be out at St. X for that one. And, again, just two classic, just tough football teams. They always play hard when they play each other, and it should be a big game.
PRP Ballard, and then North Oldham, Tates Creek, 2-2-0 teams. I don't think anyone would have thought North Oldham would be 2-2. That should be an intriguing matchup in Lexington next week.
No doubt about it. You got two undefeated teams so far this season. Somebody's got to take an L, and I would expect that to be a competitive game there, too.
Well, Mel, closing thoughts on this performance by the Bulldogs, Dion?
I was impressed. I was really impressed. I mean, to be quite honest, I was a little concerned with what I saw yesterday and how easily that the Bruins had moved the ball down the field. And Mel, they had some big plays on offense. I will give them that. So, the offense came out today and really finished up like they started off yesterday. But the big improvement was on the defensive side. I mean, they really snuffed that Ballard offense today, and that was the reason for the victory.
Mel 2-0 on the season. Ballard falls to 1-1. We like to pause for a moment and wish best wishes to Steve Bird, a vital part of our team at Glycod, as he lost his mom earlier this week, and we wish him well and his family, and they're certainly thinking of them at this time. That'll do it for us today at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Our producer has been Shidrok Artistani. For Dion Reese, I'm Chris Labar. Good afternoon from Louisville Male High School. Bulldogs a winner on Glycod, and we'll see you next week here on Week 3.
From Glycod, this has been IBEW Local 369 Louisville Football Friday. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Tonight's game was brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. State Farm Insurance agents Brian Morrison and Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles. Allstate Insurance agent Thomas Allen. He puts you in good hands. Thomas Car Wash. And Holy Smokes Barbecue.
Visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.